Hey folks, it's Charlie here from Charlie in the Rain. And oh my gosh, the artist I'm sitting down with today is like blowing my mind. Has just released an EP, is back with a new single. This is like top tier pop music. I know that you probably heard this a lot, but when you turn on the radio and go, oh my gosh, who is this? Why don't I have him on my radar? You'll think back and be like, yep, I saw that interview. Brody Thompson is already on my radar because I'm sitting down and chatting with him today. How are you doing?
Yeah, so good. Thank you for having me. This is absolutely crazy to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited to chat because I genuinely have been raised on pop music. It's my number one, like my go-to genre. It's shameless pop, and you are making some of the best pop music I've heard from our local areas, from Australia, in a while. So I'm so excited to chat today. But if anyone's watching and has never heard of you before or has heard a few songs, wants to know a bit more, can you give us a bit of an introduction? Who is Brody Thompson?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Brody Thompson for starters. Um, I'm a 22-year-old pop musician from Meanjin, Brisbane. I'm originally from Norfolk Island, actually. So there's only about 2,000 people that live there currently, and it's a pretty cool place to be from. Would recommend a holiday. But yeah, I came over here. I've been living here since I was like 9 in Meanjin. Started doing music when I was 17 and ended up going to uni for it just to catch up because I started a little bit late. Released my first single, Tattered Love, in 2022, a couple other singles, and then dropped my debut EP, Never Ending Noise, in October of this year. And ever since then, it's kind of picked up steam a lot faster than I thought it would. And I'm super excited and super overwhelmed by everything that I have to do now to keep up with it. So that's me.
Yeah, stepping into the life of like the pop star in demand. Everything I see on social media, I'll scroll through, someone's resharing your song. Someone's like, oh my God, get on this. It's soundtracking their like Instagram story photo dumps. I am obsessed. But yeah, you've just released an EP, which we'll get to in a moment, but you're following it up so shortly after with your brand new single, Leave Me Carry On. Oh my gosh, the nostalgic vibes in this are like insanely good. I'm loving this brand new track. Can you tell us a bit about Leave Me Carry On?
Yeah, so Leave Me Carry On is kind of like, it's my kind of idea of like pure pop rock. It's fun, it's loud, it's unapologetic. This is kind of, for me, it's not written from any like real personal experience for this one. It was kind of just written off of vibes. But I think it's about, kind of ending situationships or any sort of relationship, I guess, that just isn't really working out for you. But it's not about, taking it super seriously. It's just, almost just being a little bit, demanding, and, maybe a little bit camp about it. Just trying to get the job done and leave me, carry on with your life.
I love it. And I love that you point out how camp it is whilst you're in the Troy Bolton shirt. It's giving Disney Channel era.
Yeah, I am a certified Troy boy. So, yeah.
Yes, oh, I love it. And yeah, as I mentioned, this song to me feels weirdly nostalgic. Like when I put it on, it's not like, oh, I've heard this before, but it's like it fits so right. Did you have any like overarching goals to make it feel nostalgic or influences that you drew on for this track?
I feel like normally when I make a song, I do have a really specific image or, reference in mind. But for this one, I was like, it came off the back of, I was just about to release the EP. And during that process of releasing the EP, I stopped myself from writing, because I just wanted to focus on those 5 songs and make them as good as possible without, becoming attached to or falling in love with new songs that I would write. Because whatever's new is what is going to be the best thing you hear. So I just wanted to focus, but the job was done, and I had sat down to write again and just had fun with it, really. I think it took a little bit of inspiration just from the instrumentals of something like Somba, but then put my own spin on it with, I love playing guitar. I love big, loud, electric guitars. So, I added that on top of it. And then, Luke Hemmings is a very big personal like influence on me and my music. So that kind of vocal delivery, soft, airy, breathy, that was kind of what I was going for.
Yeah, oh, I love it. It's especially that like Luke Hemmings influence. A lot of people go around and say, "Oh, I sound like this," or "Oh, if you're a fan of this artist, you'd like me." And sometimes it's a bit of a stretch. Sometimes you're like, "Okay, no, this Luke Hemmings parallel." I'm just like, "Yes, you've got that like in the bag. You know what you're doing out here with
Yeah.
that sort of like reference and illusion." I love it.
Yeah, well, if Luke Hemmings is my father, then Troy is my mother. So it's kind of mix those two together. You might get me.
Yes, we need the Disney Channel X Australian music parental guidance through the whole music industry, I think.
Yeah, it's a strange and very niche pipeline, but I'm honored to be a part of it.
Yes. Oh, obsessed with that. But we've mentioned Never Ending Noise. It came out just over a month ago, but it is like, I feel like I've had it for way too long. I've been listening to it so much. It is so good. Can you walk us through this? Like, it's your debut EP. Can you tell us a bit about Never Ending Noise?
I think Never Ending Noise for me was the project that I found, I guess my sound on. It felt so comfortable making every single song on that EP. I was able to, fully, you know, go into my own ideas and just let myself enjoy them. It came off the back of a song that I released that didn't do so well, but I really enjoyed some of the fundamentals that were in there. And so I kind of built off of that, and I think the first song I wrote on there was the original version of "Stay a While," which was a little bit less synthy and a little bit more guitar focused, but it still kind of set that foundation for, again, just big chorus with as many airy vocals and falsetto stuff as I can imagine, and then some sort of 80s influenced drums, which were really just the basis of this EP. I had so much fun making it. I recorded everything here at home in my little home studio here, and then took it to my brother Ezra Joseph, and he produced the whole EP for me in his bedroom, and then we came back here with my longtime collaborator and friend Brendan, and mixed it in this room, even though it's a terrible room to mix in. It's truly homegrown, and it's a labor of love, and I'm so happy that it got received the way it did.
Yeah, genuinely, it's like every person I know who I look up to and be like, oh yeah, they've got a good music taste. If I see them posting about a new song, I know it's one that I'm gonna like. Was posting about this. Everyone's talking about this EP, and it makes me so excited to see so many people get around someone releasing such good music. Like, how has it felt to see all these people coining onto these songs? They're like, yeah, you've made in such like a personal, like independent DIY sort of fashion. People are now listening to this everywhere and coining onto it. How does that feel?
Ridiculous. Like, even, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but to have, people like yourself, reaching out and reposting my stuff on stories, it's been so crazy, particularly because I have been doing this for, since 2022. I think I released my first song, and to suddenly get so many of the people that I've been looking at in the industry being like, God, I love everything they do, I love everything that they post about, to suddenly have me on their feeds. I got my first Triple J play with this EP. It was unbelievable. I think Brendan and I both shared some tears over it. Brendan was a collaborator with me on Tattered Love, spent hours and hours in a mix room at JMC trying to sort it out. So yeah, it was a pretty cool moment.
Well, it's all really well deserved. Like, this just doesn't come out of nowhere. It doesn't come for songs that are like, yeah, okay, like it's pretty cool. These songs deserve it. This EP, this music you all are making deserve it. So when you're like seeing all of this praise, you've got to sit back and be like, yeah, actually, I have worked for this and I've put in the effort to get this because, yeah, I'm genuinely so obsessed with this release.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'd love to ask whether someone's listening now and they're about to press play on Never Ending Noise and your new single, Leave Me Carry On, for the first time, whether someone's like a hard earned Brody Thompson fan and has listened to everything a couple hundred times, what would you suggest for our next listening experience? What's the ideal vibes? Where are we? What are we doing? What's the best way to properly absorb and enjoy your music?
I think if we're turning on Never Ending Noise, I think we're either in a car and it's raining outside, or you're just walking through the city at night. I think that was really the imagery that we had in mind, particularly just city lights, and walking through them, and feeling like a montage moment in a movie, like an old '90s indie film. If you're, when Leave Me Carry On comes out, if you're listening to that, that's absolutely, I think you're stuck in traffic on your way to work at 9 in the morning. And, you're the person that everyone's looking at being like, wow, look at them just absolutely losing their shit in their car. I don't know if I can swear on this, but
Yes,
I think that's the honest truth.
Honestly valid. I am a raging Aries, so any chance I have to go a little bit off the rails, I take it.
Yeah, I think you've got to lose it a little bit to get through the workday sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. And another way we can properly absorb these songs is to hear them in a live setting. You have a bit of an opportunity for us to hear these songs live. Can you tell us a bit about your show coming up?
Yeah, so I'm playing first show I've done in a while, just because I was so focused on this EP, on Thursday at the Junk Bar, with Chloe Ray and Myra supporting me. I'm super excited to have them. They're both incredible musicians who I've been following for a while, and they're lovely people. I can't wait to just watch them perform, let alone perform myself. So yeah, doors are open at 6:30. You can get tickets in my Instagram bio. It's through OzTix. Yeah, I've got something planned for January that's coming up, but that's still a little bit in the works. So just let's focus on Thursday first, see how that goes.
Yes, absolutely. And you said it's been a hot minute since you performed a live show. If fans haven't caught you live yet, what can we expect from this show without like completely spoiling the vibe?
Scream from High School Musical 3.
One of the best songs from the entire franchise, if not the best song, actually.
It's a mix of that and Bet on It, except I don't have a golf course. I have like a little 3 meter stage to do my pirouettes on, but that's about it.
So we need to get you like a little like pond to the side of the stage. You can like stare at it dramatically and hit the water.
Yeah, for my song Her, that would be perfect.
Stop, I love this. Is there like something going on if we dress up like a High School Musical character? Can we win a prize or something? Because I feel like that's the vibe.
There is not, but there absolutely should be.
Yes. Oh my god.
I wish I had thought of that. That's gonna have to be a absolute, like, it gets done one day.
Yes, I'm a massive High School Musical nerd, if you haven't noticed by this point. So I feel like I'm going to connect with your music even more.
I'm glad that the High School Musical is out here connecting us all, because it really, it should be.
Yes, absolutely. But speaking about High School Musical, now I would love to know if you could have any one of your songs just insert it into one of the movies, or like create a new scene with the High School Musical characters with one of your songs, what would you pick? Please, I need this in my life now.
This is the most difficult question I've ever been asked. The stakes are so high on this one. I think uh, I think it's either going to be Noise off of Never Ending Noise,
Mhm.
um, or it's going to be Leave Me Carry On coming out. I think Leave Me Carry On really does have a big scream feel to it, in particular. So I think, I mean, I wish all of them could make it, but I don't think Kenny Ortega would be happy with me. So
We can always send him 1,000 emails. What's the worst
we
he's gonna
can,
do?
we can send it to him, send it to Zach, get them all on it.
Yeah, we'll start a TikTok trend. We'll get enough traction,
Yep.
and they'll
I go party.
they'll reboot the TV show just to include your song in it.
Oh.
Okay, jumping back from the Disney Channel world, I would love to ask this question because I've heard you say there's some secrets coming up. Is there anything we're allowed to know or any cryptic hints you can give us that'll make sense in a couple of months?
Ooh. Stella. That's probably all I've got for you right now, to be honest. It was something that was originally planned to come out this year, but I think I'm just gonna let everyone sit, enjoy their holidays. Maybe I'll get out of everyone's face for a minute, and then I'll come back next year with Stella. So be ready for that one because it's one of my favorites.
Okay, I'm excited. I feel like, yeah, you've got so much traction and momentum happening from this EP and this new single that's going to come out. I feel like we're just going to be ramping up and we're going to be like, okay, more people are coming in, more people are listening. And then when you release whatever's next, it'll be perfect timing.
I hope so, and I hope Stella is the one to do it. Absolutely deserves it.
Okay, I'm so excited for what's coming. But yeah, kind of on the same vein as that High School Musical question, I'd love to ask if there's anything on your bucket list, no matter how intensely crazy it is, what's on the Brody Thompson music-oriented wish list?
I would, similar to how Role Model is bringing out everyone to be their Sally. I would love to bring Zac Efron out. I don't have a song called Sally, but Zac Efron would be a fantastic person for me to bring out. Along with Ashley Tisdale, I've got to have a fabulous moment with Ashley Tisdale, I think. On a slightly more serious note, I'd love to play a Royal Albert Hall one day. That'd be crazy. I think that symphonic sound would be awesome. The O2, everything like that. All those big arenas. But yeah, I think the deep child in me needs to sing a song with Troy Bolton here. And Sharpay.
Honestly valid. But on like a more serious aspect of that point there, I feel like we need to have one of those sort of like trends happen with an Aussie artist. Like, we've got the Sallys, we had the Apple Girls, we've got like Sabrina Carpenter has like several different, she arrests people at her shows. I'm like, we need an Aussie artist to coin onto one of these things. Maybe so. That could be you.
Maybe if everything goes well enough, then I think Zach lives in Australia now, I think he's in Byron or something like that. So Byron show 2026, maybe. I don't know.
You'll have to pick like the New Year's Eve one with the karaoke section. It'll work out.
Stop. I'll have to get, what's his name that sung for that the New Year's Eve? There was like Drew or something that voiced over that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I love Drew. I want to sing with Zach, not him. So.
That's okay. He was in one of my other favorite Disney Channel movies, Another Cinderella Story with Selena Gomez. So I'll be in the corner.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like the prince character in that one. So I'll be in the corner doing the dance from that movie with Drew Seeley. You can be up there singing with Zac Efron.
Yeah, Drew can come watch. That's fine. He'll be on the guest. No, he's gonna get a ticket, but.
It's okay. You can do like like if you bring 20 friends, you can get one ticket free sort of vibe for him. It can work.
Bring a Drew. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And I'd love to ask then, how can we, as listeners of your music, as fans, best support you and show you that we're loving your music so you can get up to these crazy goals, get up to your Disney Channel reunion moments?
I mean, if anyone knows Zach, please. But again, a more serious note. I am a serious musician. You can come to the show on Thursday next week if you're in Meanjin, or if you're in the Gold Coast and feeling like a bit of a drive, come up. It is on a Thursday night, so not going to be going too hard, too crazy. Well, we're going to be going hard musically, but let's be responsible. You can stream my stuff. You can stream Never Ending Noise, Leave Me, Carry On. You can stream some of the oldies if you're feeling like something a little bit more nostalgic. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. I feel so supported and seen by my current, I guess, like little fan base that I have. And I think it's a really, really strong community that I'm building slowly but surely. And so I'm excited to see, that start to ramp up and just get to know everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. A big thing that I've noticed so much support for you on social media. It's like if people are on there listening, share it around, send it to the group chats, put it on your story. That's how so many people find out about the cool music like this coming out.
Yeah. Show it to your mum. I get that many videos of people my mum loved your songs. Cool. I love that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I haven't thought to play your music to my parents yet, but I will.
It seems to be popular with the parents.
Yes. Maybe you'll have to your next big tour, once you become a household name in the Australian music scene, you'll have to have an earlier afternoon show just so all the parents and grandparents can come through and enjoy the music.
I was thinking instead of an over 18 show, it's an over 50s, but yeah. I'll go to the over 50s village and put on a little shindig. Sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was having a conversation with someone the other day about playing to primary school kids to foster that be their first album they fell in love with. You're picking the complete opposite side of that. You're I want to be the middle-aged album that defines those years of your life.
Yeah, it should be. I should say middle instead of last. 50's not that old. I was aiming for the funeral demographic, but if someone's having I still don't have the answers at the funeral, then you should have some answers by then.
But it's still a whole new crowd of people being introduced to your music, so it's a win for you.
What a way to go out.
I've always said if I die, I want to be turned into a record of the last song I ever listened to. So you are a contender for that.
That's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game.
Yeah, I need to make sure whenever I'm listening to a bunch of you have a big listening session, I always end it on a high note just in case.
Yeah. One wrong move and you're ending up as Sneaker Night by Vanessa Hudgens. But
hey, I wouldn't be entirely opposed.
It's that one right move.
That song has come back in the charts after all of these years. Hats off to you, Miss Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't familiar.
Oh my gosh, don't diss the Disney girls. They laid the foundations for our modern music scene.
They do, absolutely.
Oh, I love it. And I'd love to ask you one of my favorite questions ever. Seeing as we've got the same Disney Channel music taste, I feel like I'm going to get some good responses here. But I would love to know who is on the Brody Thompson playlist, who in the local music scene here in Meanjin, in the broader Australian music scene across the country, who have you been listening to and loving and would love to give a shout out to today?
Okay, I've been waiting for this question. So I'm a huge fan of Bella Amor. There's a smaller band here. They have more monthly listeners than me, but I feel like no one talks about them and they deserve more. They're called Hicktown Barnaby. They are insane. They're honestly some of the most like just genuine music I've ever heard. There's a slightly outside of Australia, New Zealand, Aotearoa. There's a Tuesday.
Mhm.
Um, Amazing, love them. If you want a slippery slope, listen to Margot. Felony,
Mhm.
she's amazing. Tongue is so cool, and that whole Midnight Money EP was like life changing, kind of.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, oh my gosh, there's I have a brother who's a musician. I should say him too. Ezra Joseph. I'm not just saying that because he's my brother. He is actually really good. He produced, my whole EP. I'm self-producing now, but I, got my start with him.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think those are all the big listens. Zafty, if you're into the rap scene, he's kind of at the forefront of it, I think, or he should be if he's not. Yeah, there's so many more I could say, but those are the ones that immediately come to mind.
Yes. Oh my God. It just makes me realize how many like talented people we have in our
Oh,
local scene. Like, what
it's
the heck?
insane. It's crazy. It's hard to keep up with everyone, honestly.
Mm.
Like there's every week there's something new coming out that is just ridiculous and so cool.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And I'd love to close off our chat today with one final question. It
Mm.
is Oz Music Month right now, and we like towards the end of the month close off with Oz Music T-shirt Day in support of Support Act. I'd love to ask, do you know who you're going to be wearing on the day?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
My gosh,
This
okay,
is
who's some contenders? Let us know whose merch you're going to be thinking about wrapping.
I I would love to wear Felony.
Hmm.
I think she's one of my favorites at the moment. Um, I think I don't even know if Kickdown Barnaby has a shirt, but I feel like I just want to be that guy who's wearing the different shirt to everyone else. Um, and like those are my boys. I love them so much. Those would be my top two contenders.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know
If
why
my
I'm low-key judging you for not having it picked out yet, and I'm like, I don't have it picked out either.
no, can I wear like stickers as well? Like just I feel like I could wear so many more if it was stickers.
Yeah, head to toe merch. You've got to have the hat, the tote bag, everything.
Yeah, yeah. God, I need to get some tote bags for myself. I've only got stickers myself at the moment, so
Oh my God, bring out the tote bags. I'm loving the merch hats. I have
yeah,
this one here, my little Ghost Mite hat. It's like Vegemite. I wear this every single day. It says like
that is
Vitamin Brisbane on the back. Oh, obsessed with that one.
that's fantastic. I'm not gonna top that.
I mean, you've got to try. You've got to try.
I suppose I do one day.
Yes. Well, I just want to say a massive thank you for making the time to chat about this new music you're putting out. Leave Me Carry On. It's out everywhere now. Where's the best place you'd recommend for us to listen? Like what service, downloads?
Wherever you get your music, if you're a Spotify person, get onto it. If you're Apple Music, like my Apple Music numbers need a boost, so get in there. YouTube Music, to the three of you out there, listen there. It's, wherever you get your music, stream it there. I'm not picky.
Amazing. Okay, so Leave Me Carry On. By the time people are watching, it's out everywhere. Go stream it. Never Ending Noise is also out everywhere. Surprise, surprise. Get out, stream that, absorb this music, go back through the archives, listen to every Brody Thompson release. Yeah, thank you so much for making the time to chat.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.